Hi. Thank you for attending today's reading. Let's begin. My wife of 10 years left me after a three-way with her best friend got her in touch with her homosexuality. My wife initiated a three-way with her best friend a couple of years ago. We were all drunk and she started rubbing on the girl and making out with her. They took me by the hand and dragged me into the bedroom. My wife passed out halfway through and the other girl and I finished upper. Nothing remotely similar to that had ever happened before. The next day there was lots of regret and anger. She said she didn't want it to happen, but asked if she could keep messing around with the girl because she was into it. I reluctantly agreed and they would go on work trips and send me pictures or FaceTime to include me. That slowly transformed into her coming out as a lesbian and promptly arranging for me to move out of the house. I helped her come out to her parents. Over the next year she developed a drinking and cocaine habit while I took care of my kids. M now remarried and Shay S got her shit together enough for joint custody. I guess it's funny how a long-time fantasy can so quickly transform into your worst nightmare. End of story. Next story. When I was younger, I used to purposefully sing the alphabet song incorrectly to my baby cousin because I wanted him to have problems reading. I must have been around 10 or 11 at the time. And my cousin, call him Paul, was around 3 or 4. I would only see him on major holidays. But it was enough that our parents would always force us to spend all our time together. I remember one Christmas. It legitimately felt like I couldn't turn around without having to take care of dumbass Paul. It got to the point where he almost started to mimic my behavior. If I wanted an apple with peanut butter for a snack, he would make grabby hands for the same thing. If I wanted to draw on the sidewalk with chalk, I would draw a butterfly or something and he would make a sadder abstracter butterfly with the same colors. I hated it. So, whenever I was alone with him, I would sing him the alphabet song but purposefully mix up the letters, hoping it would fuck up his reading comprehension. Edit. Typo. End of story. Next story. Can we please get a bot that sends the suicide hotline copy-paste when people's confessions are I'm going to kill myself tonight or something? This is the 6th time EAV sent it to a post. Maybe tag them as NSFW2 so people don't have to see that. It's upsetting. Edit. Copy pasta. I was thinking, doesn't a T-list if they are 24 hours like I thought? https www.reddit.com/r/comments/c4graph/international_numbers_for_prevention_lines/ End of story. Next story. 21F. Just cried after masturbating. Edit 2. Obligatory. This blew up. Edit. I wasn't expecting so many people to be able to relate to this, so I really appreciate everyone sharing their experiences and reaching out through comments and messages. You all are wonderful. I definitely won't be able to reply to everyone, but I reading everyone's nice comments and I don't feel as bad about what happened anymore. You guys are awesome. Also, to the trolls, nasty commenters. I really don't know what you stand to gain from being nasty, but I hope you get whatever you are seeking. If I was trying to mine for karma, I would have posted this on my main account LMAO. Edit. Thanks so much for everyone's kind words and personal anecdotes. They were really uplifting and I appreciate it. It's good to know we're not alone when it comes to this kinda stuff and I feel less embarrassed. I don't know what a Trollface award or a Pressfire award is, but thanks I guess. Well, it's embarrassing. But I need to get it off my chest. I was doing my normal thing. Watched some porn and started going at it with my toys. Usually after I come the first time to porn, and in the second round I'll turn it off and let my imagination run wild. This time, however, it backfired in a way. I am a rape victim. My first ever time having sex was when I was raped at a frat party. My brain for some reason decided to bring this up while I was going at it. I quickly realized where my brain was going, but it was too late. And the negative thoughts just came pouring in. Another note. I have not had sex with a real-life person in over 2 years. So usually my fantasies involve being fucked lovingly hard by a partner who I imagine. But because of the fact that my thoughts went to a dark place, my mind decided to go to a I'll never get to be fucked like this because no one will ever love you. For some reason I didn't stop. But I started hysterically sobbing until I finished. And didn't stop crying for 10 minutes afterwards. It sounds stupid and embarrassing, but I just had to tell someone somewhere because I'm fucked up emotionally at the moment, and I definitely wouldn't be able to tell anyone in my life about this. Thanks for reading. End of story. Next story. Why I am Aunt Susan the Karma Farming Facebook fiend. My Reddit username is coolgirl on the train. I am not really a cooler, but I commute daily on a train. So is partially correct. I am an English woman living in England. About 2 years ago, the fate that is called life landed an American guy in my local pub. My first impression was that he was different and a little odd. I was drawn to this oddness. It was cool and exciting, and it brings out my personality and inner quirks. About a year ago we have become the best of friends. It's platonic and it's amazing. It's a friendship like no other. Well, of course, being a typically reserved English woman, I had never heard of Reddit. The guy, who shall be known as Mr. X, obviously is a hardcore Redditor and has an established account. He told me about Reddit, suggesting I set up an account and bet that I could never achieve the same amount of karma as him. I think it was more the smug grin on his face as he was looking down at me that had the greatest impact and made me more so determined. What I don't think he realized is that I am incredibly competitive with the determination and heart of a lion. The prize, if I did, would be a trip to Canada. I have never been west, so for me this would be incredible. This was 3 weeks ago. Over the last 3 weeks I have frantically posted all sorts of stuff in an eager attempt to work out what works. I have been called every name under the sun: a karma horia, a karma farmera, a Aunt Susana. And to colloquially go back to Facebook, I have even been requested to stay on my side of the aponda. This is my confession. This is why I have been behaving like Aunt Susan the Karma Farming Facebook fiend. I apologize, and if you are re-interested I will of course keep you posted. Confessions of the Not-So-Cool Girl on the Train. End of story. That is all for today. If you want to support my automated channel, feel free to drop a like and subscribe. See you tomorrow.